What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Dad Needs to Talk. I'm your host, Robert, and today, after 2 years, I am back to talk about Karate Survivor in Another World. Now, Karate Survivor, this series holds a very special place in my heart because it is one of the first series that I covered since I started doing the podcast, YouTube, all this stuff, whatever, that I considered a hidden gem. And it was kind of one of the first series that kind of made me continue to be open to the idea of just giving series a chance. And so the only bad thing about Karate Survivor is that it comes out very slowly. I think now we're at like one volume a year pace. Because back when I originally reviewed Volume 1, Volume 2 it was coming out a few months afterwards, and Volume 3 came out the spring of 2022, and then Volume 4 just came out earlier this year, 2023, and Volume 5 is scheduled for like February of 2024. So, it doesn't come very often, but I did I did read Volume 2 and 3 when they first came out. And I guess let me take a step back and just in case if anybody's stumbled across this that haven't watched my original or heard my original review of it or whatever, pretty much Karate Survivor in Another World follows this guy who goes by the name of Nomad who gets reincarnated into another world, but the only thing he has at his disposal is his karate skills that he knew from his previous life. No other perks or buffs or magic or nothing or whatever. The guy just dropped him in this new world in the middle of the woods, butt naked, with just his karate skills. Well, since the events of Volume 1, I ended up going back just because, like I said, it has been a while. I went back and I read it again from the first volume all the way up through Volume 2, Volume 3, and the latest volume, Volume 4. So, and like I mentioned previously, and I'll continue to mention, Karate Survivor is. I'm trying to think what is the phrase I had used. Simple execution. Because, like I've mentioned previously, Karate Survivor, there's nothing super big and fancy and flashy about it. The art is decent. It's nothing that's going to blow you away. And aside from that, like I said, but I don't know. It's just something about it just speaks to me. Just the the author has an idea and is executing on the idea, and I can't really ask for more than that. But since the last volume, our boy Nomad, he after he saved the girl and stuff, went on the adventure, he ended up going off on his own. And now, where he is currently in the story, he has a party crew with him. And we continue to kind of learn a bit more about this world and stuff. And so, obviously, I'm going to spoil some stuff up through volume 4 that I recently read, the most recent volume as at the time of this recording. But he meet these guys, end up becoming part of the party, and it basically starts to kind of get acclimated into some type of normalcy and regular life. And so it's just been just really good just seeing him grow and level up and hone his skills and stuff. But along the way, he's also attracted unwanted attention simply because this new guy comes out of nowhere, ends up currying favor with one of the most powerful guilds in the city, and becomes an effective member of that team. And then there's rumors going around that he doesn't go out and splurge like a lot of other adventurers do, that he is clearly saving his money somewhere. So people are trying to rob him constantly, trying to kill him and stuff towards like in volume 4. And something else that we kind of learn about the world and how stuff works, whatever, is that basically every 5 levels you level up, you basically have to defeat a monster of the next higher category. And so, pretty much the dilemma a lot of these adventurers have run into is that a lot of them get capped at level 15 because they have to defeat a class 4 beast or creature. And unfortunately, the only way to kind of stand any type of chance against them is to have a black steel weapon. But black steel is very expensive. Only some of like the highest of highest classes and rich people can even afford it. And so a lot of people just basically just learn to be complacent with reaching level 15 and just doing their best to just live their lives, be adventurous and stuff from there. But Nomad, as things kind of wrapped up in Volume 4, uh, after he defeated, like, honestly, probably his toughest opponent to date, because he ends up pretty much getting ambushed by this group of dudes who, for the reasons I mentioned, they saw his path that he's been on since he came into town or whatever, and so they wanted to try him, take him out, and unfortunately things got messy. Nomad ended up taking them into a goblin nest, and in the goblin camp or nest camp or whatever were 3 special class goblins that pretty much messed up these dudes that was chasing Nomad. Well, Nomad ended up taking out all three of the special classes eventually, but he definitely didn't walk away unscathed from that very last one. But it was a very dope fight. But like I said, in the end, he pretty much came up with a plan to to basically try to work with his crewmates and stuff to save up money in order to buy a black steel weapon and to try to take down a high class level 4 class monster. And so we kind of have a shot here of the squad of the 3 special class goblins and stuff. And then at the very end of the volume, we get a peek at the it's called a rock lizard that they have their eyes set upon. But yeah, so I'm very excited for when volume 5 comes out next year. One thing, and like I said, one thing that kind of like really showed me how much I love this series, because just like volume 1, where as soon as I bought it and got home, within like an hour I had already blazed through it or whatever. And then I noticed that I did the same thing when volume 2 came out, when volume 3 came out. And so I ended up, and because of that, that's why I had little to no hesitation with starting back from the beginning again, because I know it was a quick and fun read. And yeah, I pretty much knocked it all out again within a few hours, between me doing dad stuff, taking my son to practice, and chores and stuff, whatever. But yeah, so Karate Survivor, like I said, I am very excited for the developments that have happened. Like I said, since I read volume 1 2 years ago, and seeing where things stand now, and I cannot wait, because I know it's going to happen, but I cannot wait until these guys basically level up and cross that threshold, just because I'm just ready to see the repercussions and what effect that is going to have on the greater world once word gets out that these guys took down a class 4 level monster and they leveled up past level 15. Because as far as what's known so far in the story in this 4 volumes, there's no known person that has done that. And like I say, and I also look forward to seeing what other skills and stuff, or attributes or whatever, that Nomad learns over time, because at the end of volume 1, or somewhere within volume 1, I believe, or maybe it's volume 2, he had unlocked the detection skill and the concealment, like concealed presence skills and stuff. And so with the detection skill, when he first was using it in volume 2 to fight these wolves or whatever, he could maybe barely see like a silhouette of what they looked like, but or not even a silhouette. It was just like a blob, just like a color blob to show okay, there's something in the area. But eventually, he leveled it up enough to where you can actually see the outline and the silhouette of what the individual person, creature, animals, whatever is. And so I just look forward to seeing more of that stuff. His karate skills continuing to hone, and it was kind of dope when and to learn that he had kind of been having his karate skill just passively activated for all these months that he's been in this world until there was a point in time where his group had some time off, so he didn't have to be on alert. And so that's kind of what he started back learning all this stuff. So, but anywho, I'm just rambling. Like I said, I just wanted to show some love again to Karate Survivor because, like I said, nothing special or groundbreaking with this, but it is a series that I continue to champion and to support. Cause like I said, it's just something special about this one, and I look forward to hopefully the eventual day where it might be many years from now, but I look forward to the day where we get a Karate Survivor anime. So I will be there day one for it to support it. But yeah. So as always, thank y'all so much for watching and or listening. Let me know. Hey, have y'all checked out Karate Survivor? Because I know it's a series that not many people talk about, especially with it being an isekai and stuff, whatever. People are already have their thoughts and feels about isekais, but hey, I am always down to check out something new, something interesting, and give it a chance. And I look forward to talking about Volume 5 whenever that comes out next year. But y'all be easy and let me know what y'all think of Karate Survivor. Follow me everywhere at Dad Needs to Talk, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.